Official Wandering Weekends Campground Review for Victoria Bryant State Park near Royston, Georgia. Welcome back, friends. If it is your first time here, we are so glad you've joined us. I always take the first few seconds and explain how we do our campground reviews. We do our campground reviews in 6 different categories, and the categories are accessibility, scenery, atmosphere, cost, comforts, and kid-friendly. We rank them 1 to 10, 1 being the worst and 10 being the best. You'll notice as we go, there's no such thing as a perfect campground. I think you'll see what I mean as we get going. We always start with accessibility, and Victoria Bryant does okay here. It's a little over 10 miles from the interstate, which hurts the score a little bit. The maneuverability inside the campground is okay. It's not tight, but it's not super wide open either. There are a few campsites that are a little odd, but I don't know if there's any such thing as a perfect campground in that regard. It scores a 7 on accessibility. Number 2 on the list is scenery, and nothing crazy here. It's very average. You're in the woods in Georgia, mostly a hardwood forest. It scores a 5. Third on the list is atmosphere. I always consider this a pretty important category. The staff was very friendly. The size of the campsites were pretty good. We didn't experience any type of parties or loud noise, inappropriate behavior. It scored very well. It scored a 10 on atmosphere. Victoria Bryant scores the same as all of our other state parks as far as cost is concerned. $32 to $35 a night gets you electricity and water. It scored a 5. Fifth category is comforts, and Victoria Bryant does okay here. There is not a lot in Royston. Royston's a pretty town, but it's not very big, so there's not a whole lot to do there. The fact that Slow Water was close by, you guys can check that video out. We had a great time there. That certainly helped us score. The campsite amenities were just average. The campground amenities were pretty good. It is a state park, and we always have a good time at our state parks. Comforts overall scored a 6. Our last and favorite category is kid-friendly, and if you've seen the pictures of our campsite here, it would be hard to imagine how we couldn't score this a 10, but we did have to take away 1 point because there's a pretty steep drop-off at the edge of our campsite. So that ruined the perfect score, but man, oh man, the kids loved having the campground playground right next to the campsite. They had a great time, and it was easy for mom and dad too. We just sat there and watched them play their little hearts out. It scores a 9 on kid friendly. On to the bonus round, and we do this for, there's some things that campgrounds do exceptionally well sometimes that the campground score doesn't quite get, and Victoria Bryant does score 1 bonus point. They have a pool next to the visitor center that everyone's allowed to use, so that could be great for your summertime months. But yeah, 1 point for the pool. Add all of Victoria Bryant's scores up and we get a 43. That's a very respectable score here at Wandering Weekends, and we would certainly be back. The campground seems to be maintained exceptionally well. I have met a couple of the hosts and they were very, very friendly. But yeah, Victoria Bryant I would definitely put on the recommend list. Thanks so much for watching today. We're getting more and more compliments on our campground reviews, and it is truly appreciated. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe.